Director. Hey, Josh, thank you. Summer and Molly and Josh and I decided that we need to get a little more organized about outreach marketing for the E-Forum. And so Josh has put together a website. So Josh, I want to turn it over to you. Please share your screen and show us what you've come up with.
Can do. So the E-Forum on the OVPR website, if you would like to find it, uvm.edu/OVPR/E-Forum. It's a very basic landing page that we hope to grow into the future. Hopefully some of you recognize yourself in the banner up there. There is, from top to bottom, there's a brief overview, a link to join the E-Forum listserv, a dedicated video spot that will showcase the most recent E-Forum. So after today, the one that's happening today is actually going to be up there for anybody to watch and review. We have an upcoming schedule that will be continually updated throughout the year or throughout the semester and then throughout the year. We have the dedicated E-Forum team that includes myself, Molly, Summer, Eric, and Dan, and other people will be added as they join in an official capacity. And then we have some entrepreneurship resources at the University of Vermont, including the ARC program, the Entrepreneurship Club, UVM Innovations, and we can add more resources should anybody suggest that something be added. It's a very basic page, but like I said, we hope to grow it with more resources, more people, more chances to get connected, and to, like Dan said, really increase our marketing and outreach for this endeavor.
Excellent. Any comments or questions for Josh, other than for me to say nice work?
Thank you, Dan.
It's awesome.
Totally. Very good. All right, Josh, thanks. You can unshare your screen. I appreciate your time today. You are always welcome to join the E-Forum for the rest of the year. Molly, are you ready? I see you're sharing your screen. And when you're ready, go ahead and unmute your mic. And I am very pleased that Molly will be emceeing the rest of the E-Forum until the very end. It's going to be a little tight. I'm guessing there won't be a lot of time for sharing what you've got going on, but we'll do our best. So Molly, thanks for programming this E-Forum, and take it away.
Perfect. All right, can everybody see and hear me?
Good. You are good.
Okay, perfect. We can no longer see you, so if you do want to add a comment, question or concern, please just save it till the end, and we'll get to everyone's questions when we get there. So welcome to the first E-Forum of the semester. Today we're focusing on student entrepreneurship. So you can see many of our student entrepreneurs in this space. This is the Leahy 129 room. It's a space that students can come and work on various types of entrepreneurial projects, from ARC to E-Club. We're all here sharing the space and conducting great work together. Okay, so just a little agenda. We shared about our E-Forum website. We'll talk a little bit about ARC, E-Club, Women in Business, Catamount Innovation Fund. UVM Hillel is launching an entrepreneurship program. And then, of course, there will be time for shameless promotion. All right, Vic, do you want to take it away, and I'll do slides?
Thanks, Molly. Good morning, everyone. My name is Vikyat Mulpuri. I'm the student director of the ARC program, if we haven't met yet. If anyone hasn't heard of ARC, ARC stands for Academic Research Commercialization. And what we do is we take research from lab to market, trying to create startups for our community. Quickly about the historical impact the program has made in Vermont. So we were founded about 4 years ago in 2021. Over 12 technologies have gone through the program, all from different backgrounds. So like healthcare, clean tech, anything you can really think of. These technologies have gone on to generate over $1 million in technology revenue. Over 40, total students have gone through the ARC program in its 4 years, which is incredible. And over 80% of those ARC alumni choose to stay in the state of Vermont after graduating. And currently we're on cycle 5. We've got 4 technologies, which is the most in the program's history. 4 teams of 3 students, 12 total right now. It's the first time we've ever had an external technology, which means outside of the UVM IP umbrella, join the program. And this is through the NEK Bioscience team, which is included as part of a Leahy Institute grant in their past grant cycle. We've also had our first fully female team as part of this cycle through a very special donation. And we've got over 5 academic majors currently being represented. And that's just like an overview of the program, but I hope you all get to learn more about our teams now.
All right, our WISE team.
All right, so I'm Charlie Helfert. My teammates are Cody Waterfall and Ruben Steef, and we are a part of the ARC team for WISE, which is Wireless Intelligent Sensing Electronics. So our WISE system is a modular device, and it suspends from a cable attached to the bottom of a drone. And the system takes water samples and analyzes sensor data in real time for more rapid response to all kinds of environmental crises.
Over this past summer, we worked closely with our researchers as they were going through the National I-Corps program, helping them find potential customers, doing that customer outreach. We were also trying to find some pilot projects for them. So after they go to the Cleveland Water Alliance testbed demonstration, where they'll be doing in-depth tests on their technology, they could continue doing research and field work as they are developing the tech.
Yeah, so we, as Ruben mentioned, we successfully completed the National I-Corps Accelerator program. So we were kind of working in tandem with them over the summer. That testbed demonstration in Cleveland did go very well. So we have some partners out in Cleveland that we're continuing relationship with. We secured them a pilot project with the Vermont Department of Environmental Conservation. So we're going to be continuing with that to validate the technology. And in addition to what you see on the slide for our fall plan, we're working on creating a website currently. We're going to continue locating conferences and pitch opportunities, pursuing additional pilot projects because we want as many as possible to validate the technology, as well as additional grants from the National Science Foundation and other sources. And then we're going to be continuing the customer discovery and trying to validate the market. And once we're satisfied with that process, we're going to try and execute our go-to-market plan.
All right, Lunaline. Our Lunaline team actually is all in class right now, so we are going to take it away from them. But Lunaline is an interesting new technology to come to the program. We actually just onboarded it for the fall semester. Lunaline is an implantable device that is used to test circadian rhythms to help people get more into a natural sleep cycle. Right now, our team of students is looking into regulatory pathways. They're doing a lot of customer discovery and exploring new markets that this technology could fit into. Lila Sargent is our new team lead. She's been in ARC now for almost 3 years, and she just moved up to the team lead role. Ryan and Spencer are newer to the program. Spencer went abroad over the summer to do an internship, and now he's come back to the ARC program, which we really do love to see when students come back to us. Choreograph.
All right, so my name is Oliver Zott. I'm representing the choreograph team here today. My partners Hunter and Jordan are also in class right now, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but we've been having a wonderful time so far this year working with NEK Biosciences in the commercialization of their product Choreograph. So the product is a collagen-based wound healing gel that uses, basically forms a scaffold in challenging wounds in the large animal dairy market. So primarily treating cattle right now, also looking into the equine industry and other large animals as well. Like Vic was mentioning earlier, this is one of those technologies. It's the first one in the ARC cycle that is not a UVM faculty member or PhD student that is spearheading the project. Our researcher's name is Ken James, and he was awarded the Leahy Institute for Rural Partnerships grant back in December. And since then, he's been working across the university, doing research on the product, and then also working with us as we support the commercialization of the product. Hunter, Jordan, and I had a pretty busy summer. We worked a lot on customer discovery and general market research, meeting with a lot of people from across the industry, all different sides of things, distribution, fund managers, all of that. And it's been a super exciting time to be contributing to the commercialization of a product, while also having it really be like an educational opportunity as well. Learned a lot out of it about the greater entrepreneurial ecosystem of the state. And it's really been inspiring for me about the types of careers that I want to get involved in. So I'm very glad to be a member of the ARC program. And yeah, thank you.
BioB.
Awesome. I'm Hazel.
And I'm Maggie.
We also have a third teammate who's not here, a team lead. But yeah, this summer we had the opportunity to work with BioB under the mentorship of the co-founder and CEO, Bryn Lofness. BioB is a business focused on supporting children's mental health through evidence-based tools, making support more accessible. This summer they launched their first product, Sprout, which is an evidence-based toolkit consisting of 50 pediatrician-backed emotional strategies. So that's been super exciting. And there's a little example of the card deck right there.
Yeah, so this summer through ARC, we kind of focused on laying the groundwork for our first tool, Sprout. This looked like doing a lot of customer discovery. First off, we talked to a lot of families, a lot of parents, and healthcare professionals, pediatric professionals, to get a feel for the needs in the space and use that feedback to refine our product. And from this customer discovery, we also contributed to the very first sales of the product and also are helping package and deliver them, which is super awesome. We're doing that today. Rowan, our team lead, who's not here right now, she created a comprehensive marketing strategy hub. So she is contributing to making a newsletter. She's doing social media, influencer marketing. She's doing a ton with that. Super awesome. Hazel is working on creating user interface mockups for the digital iterations of Sprout, which is great. I was focused on community outreach, creating larger scale partnerships in the community for co-design opportunities and long-term impact. And it's all been really awesome and exciting.
That's really great. And if you're a parent of a person who's young, or you know someone that has young children, these Sprout cards are for sale now. So if you go to sprout.biob.org, you can place an order and support this new business launching out of UVM, which is very exciting.
Thank you, Molly.
And up next, we're going to have Logan speak about the Entrepreneurship Club.
Awesome. Thank you, Molly. Hello, everyone. My name is Logan Vaughn. I am the president of the Entrepreneurship Club currently. Today, we're going to go over some stuff about the club, what we've been doing, what we're planning on doing for this semester, and also maybe an ask for everyone. We'll start off with the exec team. So myself, Ruben, and Eric are kind of like the leaders of the club right now, president, vice president, faculty advisor. But we also have a large exec team with people with a lot of different backgrounds, ARC, CIF, running their own businesses, a variety of stuff to help lead the club to success. The mission of the club is, we've outlined as kind of three things. The first is to spread the knowledge of entrepreneurship to all UVM students, inform students of entrepreneurship opportunities at UVM and in Burlington, and then help students develop entrepreneurship ideas, businesses, and education to help them reach their personal goals. But really just be the center hub for students that have any interest at all in entrepreneurship, and help them, fulfill their dreams and point them in the right direction. We meet every Monday from 6:30 to 7:30. And it's here actually now in this room. We have guest speakers, innovation hours, co-meetings at events, and a lot of pitch competitions. So there's always stuff going on for the club. And we also are looking to get more sponsors. Right now we're sponsored by Leonardo's, so we get free pizza at every single meeting. We're looking to get more sponsors from other community members to help raise the club up. Just kind of an overview. I did this last year as well, but the numbers have since risen. So we have a lot of outreach with students here on campus, a lot of people checking us out, coming to meetings, a lot of people from the community coming into the space and helping lift the club up. And it's been amazing over the last 2 to 3 years I've been a part of the club to see it grow from, I remember the first meeting or the first meeting I went to was in this room, there was 4 people. And now this past meeting, we had over 40. So it's been pretty cool to see the growth of the club over the last couple of years. So yeah.
Sorry about that.
We've also had a range of guest speakers. That's kind of like one of the big things of the club, is having people come in, share their stories, share their, all the amazing things they've done, the hardships they went through, and the experiences they had, to hopefully help other people go on in their path and potentially start something, or just be able to have, community resources around them. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with a lot of these people here. So we hope to do more of that this semester and throughout the year. And then this past year, we also went on 2 field trips. It's also another staple of the club. We went down to Jay's Ski here, Jason's story, which is amazing. If you have not heard his story yet, I would highly recommend. And then we also went down to Generator to see actual past E-Club member and student here, Lucy Powell, who is now working at Generator, to kind of show us around the space. And then future things we have going on this semester. So here are 2 big ticket items. This next upcoming Monday, we actually are going down to Hillel for a field trip to meet with JP, have him give us a tour of the space and learn more about Hillel, and kind of just open the entrepreneurship world up to a lot of the new students here on campus and show them kind of like what's some amazing stuff around here. The following week, we are doing, that should say VSET, but we're going down to VSET to do a womanpreneur panel lab with women in business. And me and Nicole are actually meeting right after this to plan that. So stay tuned, but it should be on a Wednesday. And yeah, our ask. So me and E-Club are looking to get more community partners, get pretty much just more into the space, have more people, more connections, more sponsors, more guest speakers. Please send any entrepreneurial things happening our way, or if you have any ideas for how to build the club up and help the members, please reach out to us. Thank you so much. I also want to leave it open to you 2 have anything you want to add at all about the club?
Well, I think one of the nice things too that I've watched the club grow over the past 10 years or so, and it's definitely at a high point. And one of the things that we haven't done as much in the past, we've always dreamed of, which might be happening in the near future as we get more alumni involved and we do more fundraising, which is very critical. Potential trips to Boston or New York at some point in time to visit other entrepreneurial spaces in the greater Burlington area. Likewise, we've begun sending students to national pitch competitions, like Logan and his team Gift Drive went to the TCU. There's an international pitch competition down in Texas. There was 140 applicants from around the world. They were one of the 40 who were invited to go to Texas, and they were in the top 10. Didn't get into the podium finish, but we're in the top 10, and they're going back next year, and they're going to win.
Yeah.
So the more we can do to get the students not only, this is what I love about the club, is it gets them out of the university ivory tower into the Burlington box, but let's get them out of the Burlington bubble to Boston and other places in the country as well. And anyone who can help us make those opportunities possible is welcomed.
And the best, there's a bunch of emails there. If you've got ideas for speakers, or employer engagement?
Yeah, you can just reach out to me, Logan.Vaughn@UVM. Thank you.
Next is Catamount Innovation Fund.
Thank you,
Take it
Molly.
away, guys.
It's awesome to be here. My name's Liv Evans, and I'm the current president of CIF.
And I'm Egan Coyle, the current chairman. So historically, CIF is operated as a venture accelerator, offering one-phase assistance to student startups and ventures around campus. However, over the course of the time that we were there, it got a little tough to navigate as we weren't able to get too specific, and we're very generalized with our ventures as they were coming in from different industries and different stages. So we felt that we weren't fully doing everything we could to support them. So through a lot of support and thought and effort, we ended up doing a case study with one of our premier ventures, Josh Wallace, who's also on the E-Club team. He's a very skilled photographer and marketing person, and he wanted to start his own small marketing firm. So over the course of the semester, we decided to do a consulting and project-based project with him. And we went through a scope of work, data collection report, market research, industry research, customer discovery, kind of everything he needed to take him from that ideation stage in his entrepreneurial process to the next part. And through this, we got him a website. He has 5 potential clients. He's doing very well for himself. And he's coming back this fall because he thought it worked so well. And this was kind of the start of our new program where we are
the consulting group and doing this kind of project based, which is what Liv is going to talk about now.
So yeah, as Egan said, we were inspired by Josh's work and this project consulting based structure. Our team felt that this shift was important not only to benefit the venture, but also to give our analysts a hands-on experience. So right now we're actually in the middle of recruiting new analysts, and we're developing our 2-day training, which we're looking for, because of the depth of this training, we're looking for students who just have a drive, a passion, excited about the entrepreneurial journey, because we go into in depth about all the business models, the structure, value proposition, etc. Once those analysts have been trained, they will be put into these venture teams. Each venture not only gets funding, but they get a team of analysts where 2 to 3 analysts and 1 to 2 team leads work with the venture in order to plan their deliverables, create their goals, and just support the overall growth of the business that they're wanting to achieve. CIF is a very collaborative team, not only just with the venture teams, but we also have 3 branches internally. We have the marketing branch, we have the events branch, and we have the funding branch. So each analyst gets to choose which branch they want to go to. If they went to marketing, they'd be able to manage our social media, practice developing posters, newsletters, as well as creating posts on those medias, as well as honing in kind of that communication skills with emails. For our events team, we rely on them to kind of plan and use that forward thinking in terms of developing our mixers. We have pitch competitions as well, and we have tabling events across campus in downtown Burlington. And lastly, for our funding team, we have 2 sources of funding. We have OVPR and we have SGA. OVPR is specifically for our ventures, and SGA is for those internal matters. And that is up to the funding team to kind of balance those 2, making sure that all are even and still going, which is, we're lucky on the fact that we've raised over, I think it's like 50K, and we've given out over 30 to our ventures, which is really awesome. And we're still looking to do that based on the ventures and where they're at. So yeah, analysts are lucky enough to gain a wide range of our network that we've worked really hard to develop this, not only just for our ventures to use to make sure that they have connections to the industry they're going into, but for our analysts in order to set them up with people that they're wanting to have a talk with or get an internship or even future careers. So it's really beneficial, and I'm going to hand it back to Egan to talk more about that network of experts.
Thank you. So yeah, over the last year or so, me and our last chairman, Peter Moisiev, which a lot of you guys know, we've been working on curating a network of experts, which really is just kind of a diverse range of industry and professional people and we tried to get people from almost every industry or cover every kind of range of the spectrum. So we have bankers, consultants, everything from bankers, consultants to product managers to a lot of people who've started their own businesses. And the purpose of this NOE is mainly to provide mentorship for the ventures over the course of their entrepreneurial experiences. We'll connect them with them depending on the kind of their work in the past and whether they would mesh well together. But they also serve as a sort of pipeline for a lot of the analysts and students to a lot of these sought after jobs that UVM students don't typically have access to. And it creates a good connection and kind of a cycle for students trying to get into top tier jobs in the real world. So we meet with the network of experts every couple of months to provide insights and feedback on the process in each of the ventures, as well as just staying connected, those participating in CIF through the months coming. Then I'll hand it back to Liv just to finish it off.
Yeah, just to wrap it up, CIF has gone through a really awesome and exciting change. We're looking forward to what the future holds for a lot of our ventures and analysts. We're always wanting to expand our network of experts. If you think that you have valuable insight, we're always looking to match up our either analysts or ventures. And even if you just want to connect, we love having those. We kind of have the same requests as E-Club. We're always looking for those opportunities. But yeah, thank you, Molly, for having us.
Of course. Thanks, guys. Okay, so up next is UVM's Women in Business, and they are going to be tuning in remotely. We'll just give a minute to make sure they're on the call.
Hi, everyone. I'm Claire. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, Claire, you're great.
Okay, great. Hi, everyone. So I'm really excited to share a little bit about WIB today, Women in Business. I am Claire, one of our marketing officers. So at its core, WIB is really about creating an inclusive community here at UVM for women where they feel like they can connect, they can get inspired, and they can prepare for their careers, not just in business, but whatever path they do end up choosing. We do meet every other Wednesday from 6:30 to 7:30 in Calkin and O4. We nearly have 1,000 current members. These are slightly outdated numbers. I do think we have more people than this, but we have 1,000 current and alumni members, but we also sponsor 8 to 12 events throughout the year, mainly professional development workshops, but we really highlight networking and community building events. Like I said, these events are centered towards supporting women's place in the workplace. Now, this semester, our team has been really focused on creating events where we feel that professional development can still be approachable and fun. So some of our big events that we have is our social hour at the Fleming Museum of Art. It's one of our favorite traditions because it's such a good mix of professional networking and simply having a good time. Like it's just a social hour, you can get to connect with professors, local businesswomen, alumni, and other students. It's much more casual setting than a career fair. So I think it helps people a lot more open up and have real conversations. And then in the spring, we host our signature event. This one's a little bit bigger and much more formal. We bring in accomplished women from all different industries for a panel discussion. This is followed by like a keynote speaker and a networking dinner. It's really special because it's not just about hearing about someone's story. It's mainly a Q&A, so you get to ask questions, get advice, and you start building relationships that can hopefully lead to internships or even a mentorship. And every year, people tell us how inspired they feel leaving this event, both sides of the spectrum. And something I personally love about WIB is that it's not just about those big events. We do maintain a solid relationship with these women and like the local alumni and the keynote speakers that we bring in. And we try and also keep them throughout the year. So we keep in contact with them, and a lot of people have like relationships with them, which is really solid. But we're also working on adding smaller, like more casual opportunities. So this would be things like, coffee chats with alumni, resume building workshops. We also have peer mentorship programs where you can connect with someone who's been exactly where you are. Being a part of this club has really been a big deal for me personally, and I found a lot of women have felt the same, where they feel like they have a safe space, where they feel like, women just don't really have business-centered friends. So it's really nice to be able to just talk about business sort of things. And I've been able to learn so much about different career paths because it's not just business majors. We even have an econ major in some of the e-board. But looking ahead, we really want to keep WIB to keep growing and become more of a hub for professional development on campus. So we want to make sure that students know that there's a place that they can come to build their skills and ask questions and get connected to opportunities that will help them succeed after graduation. So the same thing as the previous clubs, we're definitely still looking for any events that people think that women in business should be attached to, any sponsors or anything like that. And yeah, that's just a little bit about us, what we do, what we care about. Thank you so much for listening.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Very exciting. Next is UVM Hillel. Is Natalie on the call? Give her a minute. I don't know if she was able to make it today. She was feeling a little under the weather. Well, UVM Hillel has a fellow. Her name is Natalie Dion. She's in her second year of fellowship with UVM Hillel, and she's focused on entrepreneurship across campus. So this year, she'll be launching a series of entrepreneurially minded training sessions and learning sessions. This is open to anyone across campus. So if you are looking for more opportunities to get engaged and meet new people, please head to the UVM Hillel website and you'll be able to learn a little bit more. I think there's a really exciting slate of speakers coming up, one each month until December, I believe. All right, and next up is Thrift. Elliot, you want to take it away?
So thrift UVM is a concept that I tried to push last semester. I joined the COE, the Committee on the Environment, because I had a broken wrist and I had time. So I wanted to push this idea because really I found that there isn't affordable clothing or convenient clothing. So this is our mission statement. Our goal is to provide secondhand clothing affordably and make it convenient, and also have a community where people can responsibly shop and recycle and all that. Next slide. So this is generally the problem that I ran into and that most students have. It's pretty simple. The one at the end is they want to be environmentally friendly, but the systems in place right now don't really make that easy. So you have to either spend more money to buy something made out of organic material, or you have to spend a lot of time to figure out what's responsible, what's not, or you don't have any money. Our solution is to make it convenient. So we started this is our mock one of the donation bin through SGA, and we spread these around the entire campus. You can go to the next slide. This is the end result. We had a thrift store for 3 days during Earth Week, and we raised $1,000 during that week. We kept everything under $5, so it was affordable. We had swaps throughout the year as well. Afterwards, we gave everything that we had left to people that wanted it. We were able to gain a following, and so we have some momentum right now. But that's what we did last semester. Yes. So our next step is to become a club and kind of organize our responsibilities among and set up roles. Yeah, as you can see, we also need storage. We need to be a organization to be able to have defined storage for ourselves. We can't, especially with the store. The store is the goal, but as you can see, this is 2 weeks. The first collection, and then the second collection 2 weeks later. So we kind of are taking up more space than anyone else in the club room. Yeah. So those are our next steps for this semester. Yeah, this is our vision for the store. Hopefully we can kind of grow and scale. There's a lot of support among students. Everyone thinks it's a great idea, but it's kind of been in the works for years now, and I've had a lot of people in the faculty warn me about going too hard too fast. So our goal is to get all of the logistics situated, get a business plan so we can prove that everything works and our systems work, and that it won't fall apart when I graduate. But yeah, our main ask is kind of just mentorship. We would love a mentor to help us through some of these processes, as I'm new to making slides and doing business. But yeah, we also have an Instagram, email. Yeah.
Very good. Hey, it's Dan. Who designed your logo?
Rosalie, she's an awesome person that I hired per se, but she did her own swap at Trinity. She did a whole event on her own, and I basically saw that and was like, you should join me and we can collab. But yeah, she did all of the marketing. Sure.
And where on campus is the store?
So there is no store. We rented out the Rosa Parks room, which is a small room on the first floor of the Davis Center. We want to be in the Davis Center. We can't necessarily take that room permanently because it's kind of like a jack of all trades for them. Generally, they don't want to give up any room, but yeah, we would love to be in there. But right now, we're just doing pop-up events. Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. Wow. full suite of programs for the fall semester. We have now made it to our shameless promotion section
Yes.
of the day. So if anyone has anything they want to share, I see folks in the back of the room from our new Grossman Co-op. If you'd like to talk about that, we'd love to call.
No, Mary, Molly, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Say hello and then I'll let my colleagues do the fun. So, and I'll probably just, my name is Stephanie Minier. I did join last fall to start and launch the Grossman Co-op to give our students an opportunity to have 6 months paid and still stay on track for 4 years. So it's a challenge. We started with our deep employer network and we're really excited to say we've got 20 core employers offering 50 to 70 co-op jobs, and in the climate, half of those have been created because of our work. We partner with Eric. I've talked to some of the students in the room, and I see them nodding their heads about expanding our reach, and Molly, yourself, and Nicole, and everybody. This is full circle for me. I am a graduate of the business school. I also spent 4 years in the Agency of Commerce for the state of Vermont. So I know the networks, the regional development corporations, SBDC, all of that really well. And I'm very passionate about what Vermont can do in small business and some of these efforts. So that's part of the reason we're here today, to see how we can continue and partner with everybody on campus as we go forward. So I thought that background was important. And my colleague Jen was kind enough to join me in March because the one-person show was getting a little ragged.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Jen O'Neill, everybody, just joining higher ed for the first time. I've been here about 5 months. Coming from an industry background, I kind of want to join every single club. I'm so excited. I have a kind of a career in small businesses and it's kind of my sweet spot. So the opportunity to join Stephanie and build a thing here on campus for you all is exciting. So please stop by our office anytime, Coughlin 218. We are psyched to talk about how you want to fit co-op and any experiential learning into your academic plan. And like Stephanie said, we've got a roster of about 20 core employees right now, but we're always working and always willing to expand, partner with you if there's a particular employer or that you're interested in. Happy to help develop a co-op role. Just couldn't be more excited to help you all.
Jen's superpower is connecting. So we also come from a deep industry background. I've spent the last 20 years directing HR for large corporations that are global around the world, and to join a couple smaller startups that were mid-market when I joined them. The first one I joined was acquired twice in my tenure there. The first sale was $1 billion, the second was $4 billion. So I went from a highly structured corporate world to the wild, wild west. And they still are a great kind of success story here in Vermont. Some of you may have heard of them, dealer.com. So there's a couple others in that portfolio. So always happy to make connections too, because we have some pretty deep networks in addition to what this school, and we talk with Eric all the time about all of the great initiatives in the state. So happy to have that conversation as well.
Thanks for the time.
Yeah, thanks, Molly.
Awesome.
Yeah, sure. My name's Miyako Ozeki, and I am one of the co-founders of Vermont Womenpreneurs. We are a network of small business owners who basically meet across the state, particularly also in Burlington once a month at Deep City. I'm actually, my other hat is also, I'm on the Leahy Institute of Rural Partnerships. I'm also a board advisor. I think I said this right. I don't know. On multiple things. And then the other thing is that I'm actually going to put my hat also on Senator Welch's Business Advisory Council. We have an upcoming event. It's free for students and everyone. Actually, it's our Women's Economic Opportunity Conference. That's on Saturday, the 27th. It's a full day, includes lunch. We're covering everything from personal finances to starting your own business. Also talking about AI in the workplace. So it's really full pack. And we just announced our speaker is Myrna Valerio. She is, if you follow her on Instagram, it's the Myrna Bader. She is an amazing influencer in the wellness space and also just athletically. So we have her at that talk. And then the other thing I'll cover is on the 30th downtown, we have 2 different conferences, the Women's Business Owners Network Conference. So they're paired with, you can get tickets and discounts to also the Women's Fund's annual celebration, which is going to have Reshma Sanjani, who is the woman who founded Girls Who Code, Moms for Us. Amazing talk that's going to be, and it's totally worth it. Yes, and so students can get their tickets for $10. It's worth it. It's just going to be action packed. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, good morning. My name is Linda Rossi, and I'm here with Vermont Small Business Development Center. We have two other individuals from our team who are your regular contributors to EForum, Sarah Kearns and Scott Holson are online. I just happen to make it convenient to be here today, and it's always great to see you all in person. So just really a couple of things to highlight. We just finished an awesome summer where we had interns, and two of them were from UVM. So it's always a great experience for us to have paid interns on our team, fresh ideas, new perspectives. We gain, we hope we contribute to their learning as well. One is a recent grad of UVM, another is a sophomore this year. So making sure that she is connected to this operation. Sarah, see, it's my pleasure to introduce people that you can follow up with who can then be invited to other things, right? So Sarah is a great point person for you to invite and to stay connected as a mentor. She often is a guest at, the Entrepreneurship Club, Scott often for ARC and, technology, innovation, commercialization, all the things that you talk about, customer discovery. I've often been a guest speaker at Women in Business. We go back 2018 at least with a connection to UVM and its clubs and being connected. We love our partnership with UVM. But to Eric's point, Dr. Monson's point about outside of UVM and outside of Burlington, we have a statewide team. So our team of business advisors works one-on-one with about 500 individual Vermont small businesses a year. So we definitely have that statewide footprint. So happy to make connections. Vermont Smallness is all about relationships and those connections. So personally, anytime I can help make those, it's one of the most satisfying things that I have in my job as state director. And we also have a small business development center in every state and U.S. territory. So even though we'd love to have you stay in Vermont, if your travels take you outside of Vermont, we can make those connections so you have ongoing support and mentorship as well. So great to be here.
And a shameless plug, if you need help with SBIR, STTR, Scott, your guy.
Double thumbs up from Scott. Nicole, do you want to share what's going on at Visa this fall?
Sure. I'll share two things. The first is we have our Female Founders 10-year party on September 29th. Free tickets. It's going to be really fun. Most of the past speakers from the speaker series are going to be in attendance, which is going to be exciting, like giveaways of like products, like maybe you've heard of Ursa Major or Skita or Biva water bottles. Really excited about that event. And then the second thing specifically for students is Visa is hiring. We're hiring somebody to take over our marketing for our podcast and just social media. So if you know any students who love content creation and love podcasting, video editing, please send them to me. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Do we have any more to share from? Yes, Eric in the back.
Female Founder Series.
Yeah.
Oh, did you say something about that?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I was thinking about what I want to say.
No, you're fine.
One of the shameless plugs I want to make is I love collecting stickers. I have a CIF sticker. I have an E-Club sticker. There's other groups out there. I don't have your stickers yet. So, I think, it might sound a little banal, but I think this swag, this fun little ways to have conversation starters in the strangest of places are amazing. I also want to, thank the Entrepreneurship Club. If you want a nice hoodie, they developed this amazing hoodie. Now, on the front side, it looks a little drab because but the fighting part of it is when you turn around, is you have the state of Vermont, all the partners who are probably in the room or on the screen are on the back of this hoodie. So just wanted to thank Logan and the team for the E-Club for coming up with these hoodies. They're amazing. And any club who comes up with more swag, more clothing, t-shirts, hats, let me know. I'm happy to be a shameless bulletin board.
I will say, come to Visa to get them because there's a whole box.
And one thing that I'll add too, I agree, these sweatshirts are super, super cozy. One more piece of exciting shameless plug, is at VSET later this month on the 23rd. We're really excited to be hosting the BioBee launch party for Sprout. And so this is free for everyone, family friendly. Stop in, come check out our tool. We're really, really excited to be a student-led team with students helping us from the ARC program. I put the link in the chat, but you can also check us out on LinkedIn for that link as well. Hope to see you there.
I have a quick plug for the next EForum. I'm Summer Colley. I work with the Leahy Institute for Rural Partnerships. We supported one of the ARC teams this year, and we're also engaging a lot more with the business and corporate world as our programs begin to develop. So really glad to help organize the next EForum, which is going to be on October 10th. We're switching it up a little bit, and we're going to make it fully in person at UVM. We'll be providing breakfast for everyone. And the topic is innovations in housing. So we're going to be inviting some new companies that are doing innovative work around sustainable materials, how to make your wastewater more sustainable, also innovating in the manufactured housing space. So really excited for that. And there's going to be free food and coffee. So come on down October 10th at UVM.
Free food and coffee usually does the trick. Thank you very much, Summer. I appreciate that. Kathy Resmer from 7 Days, have your hand up. What's going on?
Hey there. Hi, I'm Kathy from 7 Days, as Dan said. 7 Days, founded 30 years ago by two fearless women entrepreneurs. Let's hear that. So I just wanted to say thank you to all the student presenters. I really enjoyed hearing about all of these really exciting efforts at UVM, and wanted to let everybody know that the Vermont Tech Jam is coming up. It's our Career and Tech Expo. It's on October 25th at Hillel, and we've got a bunch of employers there looking to hire for internships and jobs, and also looking for exhibitors. So if any of you are at the stage where it would be helpful to get out in front of the public, definitely reach out. We would love to have you exhibit at the Tech Jam that day. It's just one day from 10 to 3, and get lots of different kinds of attendees. Yeah, and if you have any interesting stories that you think we should write about in the tech issue before that, also please reach out with story ideas. Always looking for good stories.
Thanks, Kathy.
My email is kathy@7daysvt.com.
Kathy, put your email right in the chat, and I will add that the OVPR is a big sponsor of Tech Jam. We've been doing it for several years now. Summer, if you want to meet Summer in person, she'll be manning a table for the Office of Engagement in Leahy. Trisha may be there. I see you there on the call. Trisha Coates, thank you very much. If you want to do a shameless plug, just put your hand up so I can see it. I'm going to actually introduce my friend and colleague, Mike Lane, to shamelessly promote one of the coolest projects that I've seen in a long time. You may or may not know it, but UVM owns a stuffed polar bear. And I'll let Mike take it from there. Mike from the IMF Instrumentation Modeling Facility and TSP program. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, thanks. Nice to see all of you. And we're IMF Labs located on the UVM campus just behind the UVM Police and Rescue Building. We have a full machine shop of dedicated machines, and we work to provide services to researchers here on campus, to student entrepreneurs. I'd welcome anybody to come tour the facility, and also local businesses and entrepreneurs. So this was a unique project for us. We often don't get asked to build a cage for a polar bear, but the one that this has been on campus for a very, very long time over in Delahunty. The case that it existed in was broken, and so the team here basically built this display case. It's just something that we typically don't do, but it was a fun little project, and the team was happy to bring that over to sit in Delahunty this past Monday. So thanks, Dan, and again, I'd welcome all of you to come tour our facility and see our capabilities.
Yeah, awesome, Mike. Put your email in the chat.
Will do.
Mike's facility, IMF. I love saying that it was the first makerspace in Vermont by a mile. They've been around. How long, Mike? You've had laser?
1967.
Yeah, so easily the first makerspace in Vermont without question. Looking around, Adam, here's where you guys have to be careful because I'm just going to call on you. Adam, what's going on with the Tech Alliance?
Hey everybody, Adam Lachlan. For those that don't know me, I'm the Executive Director of the Vermont Technology Alliance. We've been around 21 years. We've had a partnership with UVM, I think, for every 21 of those years. We help collaborate, be a super connector here, workforce development. We also do public policy advocacy. I also will be hosting a table October 1st at the Harvest Connection. So if you want to get to know what we're up to, come on by, and I'll post my email in the chat here with, I'd recommend signing up to our newsletter and keep an eye on our events. It's I've been working really hard to try to connect all the organizers in Chittenden County so we can really have all the events in one spot so everybody can see them.
Excellent. Molly, you have your hand up.
Yep, for me. Hi, everybody. My name is Corinne Farewell. I'm the director of UVM Innovations, but what I wanted to shamelessly plug is actually a position at Generator, which near and dear to Dan's heart and my own. They are looking for a director of development. So it's a full-time job. So if you know some recent graduate, perhaps that's a really good fundraiser, please reach out to Generator Director of Development position.
Thank you, Corinne. If you don't know, Corinne is a Generator board member, and Generator is, of course, near and dear to my heart. Scott, go.
Yeah, I want to thank all the students on the ARC team and Logan as well. Having worked with at least Logan, not much of the ARC team this year, but from a commercialization perspective, you know, when I work with clients, small businesses or individuals who want to become in business, you know, all of the work that SBDC does is at no cost, confidential, and I'm happy to help. I'm not much of a self-promoter, but when it comes time to moving forward with ideas and how to resolve the challenges that individuals have, usually folks come to me as well as Sarah or SBDC, and they're stuck. For some reason, there's something preventing them from moving forward, and that's where we get to help. So thank you.
Awesome. And I do appreciate you and Sarah come to just about every EForum, so thanks very much. Dave Morrissey, Hula, thank you for joining. What's going on down there? We love your spot. We love it down there.
Hi all, great conversation. Thanks for letting us participate. Yeah, I would just say pop over to our website. We had a recent refresh. It looks beautiful. Check it out. And I would point you to the events and the events calendar there. We have two coming up that are pretty exciting. On October 9th, we have a collaboration with Champlain College and New Harbor Security to talk about cybersecurity here during our story sessions. That's open to the public. And another one of those will be on November 13th. And it's around practical AI. And so we're going to be doing some real world demonstrations for folks. So please come over if you can.
Very good. Tricia, tell us a little bit about the awesome stuff going on with OOE and the Leahy Institute. Where are you with your rounds of funding?
You know, hi everyone, and thanks for a great, energetic presentation today. This was wonderful. We have received 120 applications for our third grant round. At the end of the month, we'll be reaching out to about 15 to 20 of those to ask for full proposals. But I just want to tell you, there is a lot of entrepreneurship woven through a lot of our proposals. So this ecosystem you're all part of is really feeding a lot of great work and a lot of great ideas. Thanks, Dan.
You are very welcome. I'm looking to see who we still have here. Lori Seligman, thank you for joining. What's going on in your world? Maybe she's getting a cup of coffee. All right. I'm looking around. Who else do we have? I'm not seeing any other hands up, so you know what? We're gonna stop right here. Thank you very much. We will be, of course, doing the special Tech Jam E-Forum. Kathy and I partner up on that. And basically the way that works is that I send a bunch of spies around at Tech Jam to surreptitiously talk to local, typically Vermont tech-based startups And then we invite them to present at the, I believe it's the November E-Forum, right, Kathy? It's the one right after. So awesome. Thanks, everyone. As Tricia said, this was really, really fun, very energetic. Love to see all the people in the, I still call it Hills 20, Molly, sorry. I don't even know what it is. Leahy one, something or other. It'll always be Hills 20 to me. So thanks, everyone. And we will see you in about a month. Take care. Bye.